Hi my friends, Amy Love here. I'm coming on today to share with you our fourth project in the hashtag Inspired Challenge 2026. And this month, Julie picked the inspiration video, and she was inspired by Jennifer at A Trace of Sparkle to make one of these beautiful journal skirts or wraps. They're just gorgeous. So I will have the video that she was inspired by linked below, and it's a project share, but there is a tutorial on vintage elegance inspiration, and she has a 3-part tutorial, and I followed her tutorial to do this because I had never made one before. And I will link the first video in the 3-part series below so you can go over and check it out. It came together really quick, it was simple to do, and it was fun to do. So the best part for me was digging through all of my lace bins. Just, you know, it's been a long time since I got in there, and who doesn't want to be elbow deep in lace? I thoroughly enjoyed myself. So I made mine to fit a composition notebook. You know, you can make yours to fit any journal or book that you'd like. But I knew I was going to put mine on this journal. Of course, I'm going to alter the journal so it all goes together. But I hadn't got that far. So I just wanted to show you it wrapped on my composition notebook. But I will make my composition notebook pretty, and then they will look like they go together. So I did follow her suggestions, and I started with a base lace, and I put the pretty side out because I thought I want it to be pretty on the inside too. I don't know, I'm weird like that sometimes. I just want it to be pretty. And I sewed on these sari silk ties, and I did use my sewing machine and hand sewed everything. I didn't use any glue on this project, and it was so fun to get my sewing machine out and play. I love it. So I started with that really pretty base lace. It's pretty wide actually. And then I found this guy in a basket, and it's the widest piece, so it goes the whole length of that. So I put that under there. And then I got out this beautiful, I don't know where I got this, but isn't it pretty? It's like in a crew color. It's covered in sequins, and it's pretty wide. It's about this wide. Really nice piece of lace. Just absolutely gorgeous. I don't have any out here. I'd show you another piece, but really I love it so much. And then I gathered this one up, this little embroidered mesh in this like creamy color. I gathered that one up, and then I sewed it down, and then I had this white already gathered lace that I just put on the top, which I love. And I did consider putting like a trim right here, maybe pearls or rhinestones, but I decided I didn't want to do that because this sits on the back of my book and I don't want it to snag on something. So I'm just going to leave it just like that, and I think it's gorgeous. So then I got into my applique bin. I'm telling you, I had too much fun with this project. And I found this big applique that's right here. And then I cut the middle out because nobody wants to waste a pretty beaded flower. So there's that, because I knew I was going to put this yummy flower right here. So that is this guy. And I've had this in my stash for a few years. I have quite a few of them. They were gifted to me by my friend Dora. Thank you, Dora. I absolutely love these. Look how shabby. So shabby. So I sewed that right on in the middle. And then I sewed on this gorgeous rhinestone button that I just got in the mail. I purchased it from a Facebook group I'm in. It's a great group to buy supplies. I love it. So that came from there. And then here is one of the things about when you hand sew the things. That applique is crooked. I mean, it's crooked. You know, I was just hand sewing on the applique and listening to a podcast and not really paying attention. And then all of a sudden it was crooked. And then you have to make a decision. Like, is it going to bother you enough where you're going to just rip all that stitching out and start over? And I decided, no, it did not bother me enough to make that happen. You know, it's just, it kind of adds to the shabbiness, right? And then I just hand sewed that flower. And that flower is so shabby and fluffy, I really think it makes it less noticeable. Probably, maybe, you wouldn't have even noticed it was crooked if I didn't point it out. just going to go with that. And then I decided to add a charm, because lately I just want there to be a charm on all of the things. Like, why doesn't everything have a pretty charm hanging off of it? So that is my little, like, journal skirt, I guess is what we're going to call it. Little book skirt. I think it's so stinking cute, and it was so fun to do. And you could easily glue this. Like, if you don't have a sewing machine, don't even worry about it. Just use glue and it'll be fine. So check out that tutorial. It's really easy. Comes together quick. And what I am excited about is to go over and see Julie's interpretation of a journal skirt. I bet it is amazing. So there is a link to Julie's channel, Paper Play with Julie K. You can find that in my description box. So go over and see what journal skirt she made. And be looking for the next installment of Hashtag Inspired Challenge 2026 on the second Saturday of every month at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget to leave me a comment and let me know what you think, and a thumbs up. And I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, everybody.